Hey guys, this Monday, April 26th, is the full moon in Scorpio. And if you are wondering what this has to do with you and how you can best use it for healing, growth, and radical upleveling, then this video is for you. So, first of all, full moons exist on an energetic continuum. And this energetic continuum, this time, is the continuum between Taurus energy and Scorpio energy. And within us, that's the energy of the blossoming flowers in springtime, the fullest expression of earth plane beauty, the fullest expression of life on earth, versus the depths, the roots of the plant, the roots of your family line, those feelings that exist psychically deep within you, as well as those shadow aspects of yourself that you have either consciously repressed or subconsciously repressed, or those shadow aspects that you're just not yet aware of. And so this is always a really powerful energetic continuum, that area between our depths and that area between where we blossom and shine out in the world. And if you are looking to create richness in your life, if you're looking to create deep healing of perhaps even generations long inherited beliefs, this is a great time to do that. Now, this one's particularly interesting because over in Taurus, we have the sun, and we also have Uranus, who's in a 7-year transit of Taurus. And Uranus likes to bring radical change. So you've probably noticed some radical change happening on the earth plane in recent years. And this is a moment when we can begin to integrate. Venus is there, meaning we can shed a little more light and compassion on this. And Mercury is there, meaning we're more capable at this moment of understanding how we navigated those changes, how we are facing the shadows of ourselves. And so if you're feeling things coming up this weekend and on Monday and maybe even on Tuesday, give yourself the light of compassion. There's also an element here of fearlessness, the element of not being afraid to look at those pieces of yourself that maybe you've been too nervous or scared of to look at before, of looking at those pieces in your family line, of looking at those pieces deep inside your soul that maybe aren't the most savory pieces, right? But being able nonetheless to offer yourself compassion and to offer compassion to others who are having their human experience. Now, this is going to be complicated just a little bit more by the squaring of this lunation cycle with Saturn in Aquarius. And Saturn is over in Aquarius trying to help us make innovative structures in our lives. Now, sometimes this shows up as restriction and the feeling of being restricted from the outside, restricted by your technology, restricted by the way society is structured. I'm sure you can think of some restriction in your own life right now. But this full moon lets us see the balance between the society, the family line, and the fullness and richness of how we show up on the earth plane. And so give yourself the gift of grace. Give yourself the gift of creating your own boundaries around technology, your own boundaries around society, and not the other way around. So don't let all of the restrictions in society get you down. Don't let all the restrictions that technology places upon us, like whether that's the restrictions of how often you have to respond to email or check your social media or whatever, but give yourself your own boundaries. What are you personally okay with? What are you needing? What kind of structure and space do you need to deal with what is coming up during this full moon? Because what comes up deserves to have the space. And you can decide what that means for you. Are you going to share that right away? Are you going to hold it in your heart and keep it private? Are you going to give yourself a break from technology for a couple hours during the full moon, or even a full day or a week or whatever you want? Or are you going to continue to engage in the same way? Are you going to build structures on the earth plane, on the technological plane, or on the psychic emotional realm? All of these are questions, and there's not a right answer, but there might be a right answer for you. So take the time during this full moon to see what comes up out of your psychic depths and to hold space for that, even if it's not beautiful and pleasing at first glance. Give yourself the light of compassion, the light of the beauty of giving hope and life and peace and resources to the pieces of you that really are hungry and need them the most. And if you do this for yourself and your family line and the beings around you, you're going to be able to do it for the world. And the world really does need more people who aren't afraid to look into the shadows and who are willing to offer compassion and grace and help to those who really need it most. And you should always start with yourself and your own inner state. So that's the full moon in Scorpio. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me on my social channels or via email. And if you want to know more about this full moon and how it manifests in your life, I do have a membership program. There's 2 tiers, and they both offer Ask Me Anything sessions where you can come have FaceTime with me. I can answer questions as to how this full moon is affecting your chart or other new moons, other lunation cycles. And I also send out a monthly horoscope booklet that tells you everything you need to know about the upcoming month cycle for your sign, as well as a lot of other goodies like an online AstroYoga library to do an embodied practice for the different lunation cycles and the different transits, and some other things as well. The higher tier members get a free astrology reading every month. So if you're interested in that, please check it out. The lower tier has so much stuff, and I priced it really low at only $27 a month. Please check it out. It is available via the link in my bio or on my website, emilyridout.com. Okay, thanks you guys. Have a beautiful, healing, opening full moon, and allow yourself to release what is no longer relevant to you with compassion, love, and grace. Okay, have a great one.